Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots, bootlickers, shills, deaths, stars, and spassels, road ragers. I'm a useful idiot, and a new story came out that General Motors is going to build a $1.3 billion Cadillac plant in China. And I'm sure a lot of you are already thinking what I'm thinking. Of course, Obama didn't really talk much about saving the auto industry, and General Motors in particular, in the last re-election campaign. And, of course, Deborah Wasserman Schultz, one of my favorite liberal bootlickers, certainly was out and about talking about how Obama saved the auto industry and General Motors in particular. And I would say that Obama didn't save General Motors. I would say China saved General Motors. And they're still not even saved. So what we have is this new Cadillac plant will be built in Shanghai, a commercial hub with an annual capacity of 150,000 vehicles. And they want to expand their luxury offerings in this expanding Chinese market, which traditionally has been dominated by German cars, but GM's been doing better there. In fact, 1 million vehicles have been sold in China already by April 2013, a new record level for this early in the year. So things are going well for General Motors in China. And this is yet another joint venture with a state-owned Chinese auto company, one of them being SAIC Motor Corporation. So they now have 12 joint ventures in China. So to give you a little background, just in case the full irony of this isn't lost on you, well, let me get to the bottom line first. The fact of the matter is that GM and its financing arm still owe the American taxpayers $42 billion from that bailout 5 years ago. So, and the total bailout at the time was $80 billion. So they still owe half of that. And so that's the irony here. And this expansion in China has been going on for quite some time, since the 90s. But now they have not only these 12 joint ventures in total, we can break it down to 11 assembly plants and 4 powertrain plants. And this goes along with 2,700 dealerships and sales outlets. So General Motors has certainly moved into the Chinese market with fury. And we also now know that most General Motors research and development is moving to China and has moved to China. And they've moved everything there: manufacturing, sales, distribution, engineering, design, financing, and even used cars. And it's gotten to the point now where 7 out of 10 General Motors vehicles are made outside of the United States. That's 70% of General Motors cars made outside of the United States. Granted, they have big factories down in Mexico as well, so this is not all in China. And but I thought it was interesting that most General Motors research and development has moved to China when doing this video recently about the recalculation of how gross domestic product is calculated in the United States. And now they're going to include research and development. So General Motors will be able to take advantage of this, writing this off. So, and this is another reason why this is interesting, of course, is because this is how China gains access to all this technology. So they will have all these joint ventures with these American companies, and they will learn and adopt all this technology and all this know-how. And they can easily convert all these manufacturing plants to wartime use should they find the need. Just thought I'd throw that in, because that certainly is a possibility. The auto and manufacturing industry in the United States certainly served our military well and continues to do so. So, it's interesting that the American taxpayers bore the brunt of bailing out General Motors. It almost seems like Chinese taxpayers should have chipped in on the bailout as well. And China's bought a lot of manufacturing, financing, and auto real estate in the United States as well. So they've laid the groundwork for an infrastructure. And that's one of the things where Obama opening up Chinese to buying distressed banks in the United States, buying distressed manufacturing plants, buying distressed properties, At some point, China will be positioned to create a new line of automobiles or manufacturing, and they will bring it to the U.S. and distribute it themselves and finance American debt slaves to Chinese banks. That'd be great. So anyway, and then of course we have the Treasury still holds a lot of American interest in General Motors and its subsidiary. It used to be known as GMAC, now known as Ally. Their stock value is still, let's see, I think the high was 70. Oh, 73 is what they need to get a return. And the stock values have recently hovered around 20 or 30, so they're well below, and the Treasury will not be selling a stake anytime soon. So anyway, General Motors becoming more and more of a Chinese company and wanting to soak up that market while they continue to withdraw more and more from the U.S. So great job, Barack Obama, and great job, Deborah Wasserman Schultz, and all the other cheerleaders talking about how Barack Obama saved the auto industry in the United States. And I say again, Barack Obama, you didn't save the auto industry in the United States. China saved the auto industry in the United States and will continue to do so, apparently. I'm a useful idiot. Don't you be one too.